Welcome to 2025. Self-discipline is the foundation of every success story, and it remains one of the most critical, yet often overlooked qualities in achieving greatness. In a world full of distractions, temptations, and shortcuts, self-discipline serves as the invisible force that separates those who achieve their goals from those who only dream about them. If you want 2025 to be a year of tangible progress and extraordinary results, mastering self-discipline must be your priority. It's not just about forcing yourself to work harder, it's about creating habits, routines, and a mindset that consistently aligns with your vision. Discipline is not something you practice occasionally when you feel motivated or inspired. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes. But discipline is the ability to show up and do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal, started strong, and then given up the moment you encountered resistance? That's because motivation got you started, but discipline wasn't strong enough to keep you going. Discipline ensures that your goals don't remain words on paper, they turn into actions, results, and achievements. In 2025, you need to become intentional about cultivating discipline in every area of your life. Start with the small things. Wake up at the time you said you would. Follow through on your commitments and stick to the routines you promised yourself you'd maintain. Small acts of discipline, when repeated daily, create massive transformations over time. For example, if you're aiming to build a healthier body, it's not about one intense workout, it's about showing up consistently at the gym, choosing healthy meals repeatedly, and saying no to temptations that pull you away from your goal. The truth is, discipline is not always enjoyable. It's not fun to wake up early when your body wants more sleep. It's not easy to work on your goals when others are out socializing. It's not exciting to save money when you'd rather splurge on something temporary. But here's the reality: every act of discipline is an investment in your future self. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. To cultivate discipline, you need a clear sense of purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? When your why is strong enough, discipline becomes easier to maintain. For instance, if your goal is to build a successful business, remind yourself daily of why that business matters to you. Is it financial freedom? Is it to provide a better life for your family? Is it to create a legacy? When your purpose is clear, it fuels your discipline. One of the most powerful strategies for developing self-discipline is creating systems and routines. Relying on willpower alone is a recipe for inconsistency. Instead, design an environment that supports your goals. For example, if you want to read more books, set a specific time each day dedicated to reading. Remove distractions, put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications and make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Systems create consistency, and consistency creates results. Another critical aspect of discipline is learning to delay gratification. We live in an era of instant gratification, where everything is available at our fingertips: fast food, instant entertainment, quick fixes. But success doesn't operate on the principle of instant gratification. Success is a long game, and it requires the patience to sow seeds today and wait for them to grow. Learn to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. The ability to delay gratification is one of the most powerful traits of highly successful individuals. Accountability is another key factor in building discipline. Share your goals with someone who will hold you accountable: a friend, mentor, or coach. Sometimes knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments can push you to stay disciplined, even when it's hard. However, the ultimate accountability lies with yourself. You must develop the self-respect to follow through on your promises, even when no one is watching. Understand that discipline is a skill, not an innate trait. You're not born disciplined, you become disciplined through practice, repetition, and intentional effort. Celebrate small victories along the way. Every time you stick to your plan, reward yourself. Positive reinforcement strengthens your habits and makes discipline feel less like a burden and more like a lifestyle. Self-discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. Without it, your dreams will remain fantasies. But with it, there's nothing you cannot accomplish. In 2025, make a commitment to become the most disciplined version of yourself. Show up for your goals, honor your commitments, and refuse to let distractions pull you off course. Discipline is not punishment, it's the ultimate act of self-love. The most powerful version of you is waiting on the other side of self-discipline. Make 2025 the year you finally meet that version of yourself. Your greatest competition in life is not the person next to you, not your colleague who got the promotion you wanted, not your friend who seems to have their life together, and definitely not the influencer flaunting their luxurious lifestyle online. Your greatest competition is the person staring back at you in the mirror. The version of you from yesterday, last week, last month, that's your benchmark. In 2025, the goal is simple: become better than you were yesterday. Comparison has become a disease in our modern society. Social media has amplified this problem, where everyone seems to be running ahead, achieving milestones and living seemingly perfect lives. But here's the truth: social media is a highlight reel, not a reflection of reality. Every time you compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, you rob yourself of focus, joy, and progress. Comparison is a thief. It steals your confidence, your self-esteem, and your peace of mind. In 2025, your mission should be to silence the external noise and focus on your personal journey. Ask yourself daily, am I improving? Am I making progress? Am I growing? Instead of measuring your worth against someone else's timeline, start measuring your growth against your own milestones. Did you read more books this month than last month? Are you more disciplined today than you were yesterday? Are you moving closer to your goals? To truly compete with yourself, you must track your progress. Keep a journal, set measurable goals, and monitor your growth. Reflect on your daily habits and routines. If you spent an hour scrolling social media yesterday, can you reduce that to 30 minutes today and invest the other 30 in personal growth? Competing with yourself requires awareness. It requires you to be honest about your weaknesses, your distractions, and your limitations. Another important aspect of self-competition is celebrating your small victories. Too often, people dismiss their achievements because they seem minor in comparison to someone else's success. But progress is progress, no matter how small. Celebrate when you wake up early consistently for a week. Celebrate when you finish reading a book you've been putting off. Celebrate when you overcome a bad habit. These small victories build momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Focus on creating your own path, not following someone else's blueprint. Your journey is unique, and no two people are walking the same road. Embrace your individuality and trust your process. Some people achieve success early, while others bloom later in life. The timeline doesn't matter, the progress does. Stop rushing your journey just because someone else seems to be ahead. Life isn't a race, it's a marathon, and your only competition is yourself. In 2025, challenge yourself. Push beyond your comfort zone. Set goals that scare you but excite you at the same time. Learn a new skill, break an old habit, and take risks that force you to grow. Growth doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in discomfort, in challenges, and in moments where you push yourself to the edge of your abilities. Also remember that self-compassion is just as important as self-competition. There will be days when you fall short, days when you make mistakes, and days when progress feels slow. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, reflect, learn, and get back on track. Competing with yourself doesn't mean being harsh or overly critical. It means striving for growth while being kind to yourself in the process. When you focus on being better than you were yesterday, everything else falls into place. You'll find that success becomes a natural byproduct of consistent self-improvement. In 2025, let every day be a step towards a better version of yourself. Compete with your past, celebrate your progress, and never stop growing. Your only true competition is you, and that's the most empowering realization you can carry into the new year. In a world where likes, shares, and followers are often mistaken for real value, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: your purpose. Many people spend their lives chasing popularity, seeking approval, validation, and applause from others, only to realize that external validation is hollow and unsatisfying. Purpose, on the other hand, is fulfilling, meaningful, and enduring. Living with purpose means aligning your actions with your values and your goals. It means waking up every morning with clarity about why you're doing what you're doing. Popularity might get your attention, but purpose will give you direction. In 2025, it's time to stop chasing fleeting recognition and start pursuing lasting impact. To live with purpose, you must first understand what your purpose is. This requires self-reflection and honesty. Ask yourself, what do I truly care about? What do I want to contribute to the world? What makes me feel alive and fulfilled? Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing, it just needs to be meaningful to you. When you prioritize purpose, you'll notice a shift in your focus. You'll stop making decisions based on what looks good to others and start making choices based on what feels right for you. You'll start saying no to things that don't align with your vision, even if they're popular or trendy. Purpose-driven people are not distracted by noise, they stay focused on their mission. One of the biggest traps in chasing popularity is that it often leads to inauthenticity. You start shaping your life based on other people's expectations rather than your own values. You become afraid of failure because failure might damage your image. But purpose liberates you from this fear. When you're driven by purpose, you understand that failure is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. In 2025, remind yourself daily that your value doesn't come from applause or approval, it comes from living authentically and contributing meaningfully. Purpose will keep you grounded when challenges arise, and it will give you resilience when the world feels chaotic. Every decision you make, every goal you set, and every action you take should align with your purpose. When you focus on purpose over popularity, you'll attract the right opportunities, the right people, and the right results. Stop living for the approval of strangers and start living for the fulfillment of your purpose. Time is the one resource we all possess in equal measure. Every day, every hour, and every minute is a gift, yet most people treat time as if it's infinite. In reality, time is the most valuable currency you have. It's something you can never get back once it's spent. In 2025, understanding and respecting the value of time must become a non-negotiable priority in your life. Think about it, money can be earned back, opportunities can come again, but wasted time is gone forever. Every moment you spend on something unproductive or meaningless is a moment you could have invested in building your dreams, nurturing your relationships, or improving yourself. Time is not something to be spent casually, it's something to be invested wisely. The first step in managing your time effectively is understanding where it's currently going. Track your days, every hour, every activity. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, or engaging in pointless arguments online? Are you procrastinating on important tasks while convincing yourself that you're busy? Time wasted on meaningless tasks is like pouring water into a bucket with holes. You'll never see results, no matter how hard you work. In 2025, every hour should have purpose. That doesn't mean you need to be working 24/7. It means being intentional with your time. When you work, focus fully on your work. When you rest, truly rest without guilt. When you spend time with loved ones, be present. Multitasking might make you feel productive, but it often results in half-hearted efforts and mediocre results. Focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. One of the greatest productivity hacks you can apply in 2025 is the principle of prioritization. Not everything on your to-do list is equally important. The Pareto principle, also known as the 80/20 rule, states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Identify the tasks and activities that truly move the needle in your life and prioritize them. Ask yourself daily, is this task contributing to my long-term goals, or is it just keeping me busy? Setting boundaries is also a critical aspect of time management. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your priorities. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something meaningful. Protect your time fiercely, whether it's from unproductive meetings, unnecessary commitments, or energy-draining relationships. Time wasting isn't just about external distractions, it's also about internal ones. Overthinking, self-doubt, and indecision can consume hours, sometimes even days of your life. Make decisions quickly and confidently, and if you fail, learn and move on. Perfectionism is another time thief. Waiting for the perfect moment or obsessing over tiny details can paralyze progress. Done is better than perfect, and action creates momentum. Another crucial factor in mastering your time is rest. Proper rest is not wasted time, it's a necessary recharge. Burnout happens when you confuse productivity with overworking. Schedule downtime intentionally and treat it as seriously as you would a business meeting or deadline. Your brain and body need rest to function at their best. Technology is both a blessing and a curse when it comes to time management. In 2025, you must learn to use technology as a tool, not a distraction. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set app limits, and use productivity tools to stay on track. Your phone is not supposed to control you, you are supposed to control it. Finally, understand that time is life. Every day is a slice of your life, and every hour is a building block of your future. When you waste time, you're essentially wasting your life. Be conscious of how you spend each moment, because those moments turn into hours, hours turn into days, and days turn into years. In 2025, make a promise to yourself: I will value my time. I will protect my time. I will use my time intentionally, live each day as if it's a valuable investment, because it is. The people who respect and master their time are the ones who build empires, achieve greatness, and leave behind legacies. If you want 2025 to be your most productive year yet, start seeing your time for what it truly is: your most precious asset. In a world filled with endless noise, constant demands, and overwhelming expectations, protecting your mental and emotional space is no longer optional, it's essential. Your mind is your greatest tool, and your emotional well-being is the foundation upon which every other aspect of your life is built. In 2025, your priority must be to guard these spaces with intention, because a cluttered mind and a fragile emotional state will sabotage even the best laid plans. Every day you're bombarded with information, news headlines, social media updates, emails, texts, opinions from strangers, and societal pressures. If you don't set boundaries, your mind becomes a dumping ground for anxiety, stress, and other people's negativity. You can't control everything that happens around you, but you can control what you allow to take root inside you. Ask yourself daily: is this thought serving me, or is it draining me? Is this information empowering me, or is it distracting me? In 2025, make a deliberate effort to declutter your mental space. Start by limiting exposure to negative content, be it social media accounts that leave you feeling inadequate, news cycles that breed fear, or conversations that pull you into gossip and drama. Unfollow, mute, block, or simply step away. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Your emotional well-being is equally important. Unresolved emotions, suppressed feelings, and unchecked stress will manifest in your body, your relationships, and your performance. Emotional health isn't about avoiding difficult feelings, it's about acknowledging them, processing them, and releasing them. In 2025, normalize prioritizing your emotional needs. It's okay to say no. It's okay to walk away from toxic relationships. It's okay to take a day off when your mind needs rest. One of the most powerful ways to protect your mental and emotional space is through mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation, it's about being present in the moment, fully aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Take a few minutes every day to sit in silence, breathe deeply, and check in with yourself. Ask: how am I feeling today? What do I need right now? These simple acts of mindfulness can prevent small stressors from turning into emotional breakdowns. Boundaries are another essential tool. In 2025, you must become unapologetic about setting and enforcing boundaries. Don't let people dump their negativity on you. Don't overcommit to things that drain your energy. And don't allow guilt to manipulate your decisions. Boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary for self-preservation. Learn to identify emotional triggers, the people, situations, or topics that stir up anxiety, anger, or sadness within you. When you know your triggers, you can respond to them intentionally rather than react impulsively. If someone consistently leaves you feeling drained or upset, it might be time to limit your interactions with them or reevaluate their place in your life. Gratitude is one of the most underrated tools for mental and emotional health. In 2025, make it a daily habit to focus on what's going right in your life, not just what's going wrong. Keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, from fear to peace, and from anxiety to contentment. Your mental and emotional health also depends on self-care. Self-care isn't selfish, it's a necessity. It's not just about spa days or vacations, it's about doing things daily that replenish your energy and bring you joy. Whether it's reading, exercising, spending time in nature, or simply having a moment of silence, make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and make you feel valued. Positive relationships are like emotional vitamins. They nourish your soul and strengthen your resilience. Avoid people who thrive on drama, negativity, or belittling others. You are not obligated to keep toxic people in your life just because of shared history. Another critical practice for emotional health is forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Carrying resentment, regret, or guilt is like walking around with a backpack full of rocks. It weighs you down, slows your progress, and keeps you stuck. In 2025, let go of past hurts, forgive yourself for past mistakes, and give yourself permission to start fresh. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional help if you need it. Therapy, counseling, or coaching isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of strength. Just like you'd see a doctor for a physical injury, your mental and emotional health deserves the same care and attention. Your mind is where your future is built, and your emotional health is what allows you to enjoy the journey. In 2025, make a commitment to protect these spaces fiercely. Don't let anyone or anything compromise your peace. Because when your mind is clear and your heart is whole, you become unstoppable. Focus on building mental resilience, cultivating emotional strength, and creating an internal environment that empowers you every day. In a chaotic world, your peace is your power. Protect it. The greatest investment you can ever make is not in stocks, property, or businesses, it's in yourself. Your mind, skills, knowledge, and character are assets that appreciate over time and yield the highest returns. In 2025, if you want to truly thrive, you must prioritize your growth and development above all else. Because the version of you that will succeed in the future cannot rely on the knowledge, habits, and mindset of the past. Personal growth isn't something that happens accidentally, it's intentional. It's a daily decision to push beyond your comfort zone, to learn something new, to refine your character, and to embrace challenges that force you to evolve. Growth is often uncomfortable because it demands change, and change requires letting go of old habits, limiting beliefs, and outdated mindsets. Start by becoming a student of life. In 2025, make a commitment to never stop learning. Read books that challenge your perspective. Listen to podcasts that spark new ideas. Attend workshops, webinars, and conferences that add value to your skills. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, who inspire you, and who challenge you to think bigger. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate you or hold you back. Choose wisely. Investing in personal growth also means sharpening your skills. In today's fast-paced world, skills are currency. If you're not constantly upgrading your skill set, you risk becoming obsolete. Ask yourself, what skill would significantly impact my career or personal goals if I mastered it this year? Whether it's public speaking, digital marketing, coding, leadership, or emotional intelligence, commit to honing that skill. Personal growth isn't just about intellectual skills, it's also about emotional maturity, mental resilience, and self-awareness. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, manage, and express your emotions effectively, is often more valuable than raw intelligence or technical skills. Work on improving your self-awareness, empathy, and communication skills. Time and money are two resources you'll need to invest in your growth, and neither should be treated casually. Budget for your personal development just as you would for rent, groceries, or travel. If a course, book, or mentorship program can elevate your future, see it as an investment, not an expense. Likewise, dedicate time in your daily schedule for growth activities. Even 30 minutes a day spent reading or learning something new adds up significantly over time. One of the most powerful ways to invest in yourself is by finding mentors or coaches. A mentor is someone who has walked the path you want to walk and can guide you through obstacles you might not even see coming. Coaches provide accountability, clarity, and structure to your growth journey. Don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire, ask questions, and seek guidance. And growth also requires reflection. In 2025, make time to regularly pause and evaluate your progress. Journaling is an excellent tool for this. Write about your wins, your failures, what you've learned, and where you want to improve. Self-awareness is the foundation of growth because you can't change what you're not aware of. Another key aspect of growth is embracing failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every setback carries a lesson, every mistake reveals a weakness, and every failure offers an opportunity to grow stronger. Instead of fearing failure, start seeing it as feedback. The most successful people are not those who never fail, they're the ones who learn, adapt, and keep moving forward despite failure. Your health, both physical and mental, also plays a significant role in your growth. A tired body and a foggy mind cannot sustain growth. Prioritize exercise, sleep, nutrition, and mental well-being. Your body is the vehicle that carries your dreams, and if you don't take care of it, you'll struggle to perform at your best. Equally important is eliminating distractions. In 2025, you must protect your focus like a treasure. Social media, endless notifications, and entertainment platforms can consume hours of your day without you realizing it. Learn to disconnect, set digital boundaries, and create a focused environment where growth can thrive. Lastly, remember that growth isn't linear. There will be seasons of rapid progress and seasons of slow, steady improvement. Both are valuable. Don't rush your growth and don't compare your pace with someone else's. Your journey is your own, and every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. In 2025, let personal growth become your lifestyle, not just a seasonal goal. Make learning a habit, curiosity a mindset, and progress a daily priority. The more you grow, the more value you bring to the world, to your relationships, and to your work. When you invest in yourself, you're not just improving your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that impacts everyone around you. The world benefits when you show up as your best self. So make a promise to yourself this year: I will invest in my mind, my skills, my health, and my character. I will not settle for mediocrity when greatness is within reach. In 2025, let your growth become non-negotiable. Because the version of you that's capable of achieving your dreams is easy, waiting to be built one day, one habit, one decision at a time. Thanks for listening and hope this helps you.